Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to evaluate the competition of a given keyword. So for this video, let's say we were trying to target the keyword best SUV tires. Now, how can you possibly know how competitive this keyword is and how easy or hard it is to rank for that particular keyword? Well, there are a few ways that we can figure that out. So the obvious first step is to search for the keyword in Google and see what's already ranking on the front page. And to evaluate the strength of your competition, I recommend having the Mozbar SERP overlay installed, which I discussed in a previous video. Because what that allows you to do is see the page authority and domain authority of the top 10 results. And we want to use both of those as proxy measures of how hard it'll be to rank on the front page for this keyword. So the main emphasis you want to put on authority in terms of your authority of your competition is page authority, right? Because you're only competing with those pages. And while the pages might be on an authority site like Amazon, sometimes you can bump over them if you have more authority on that particular page. So what I like to do is just take a quick rundown of the page authority in the top 10. So as you can see, the first result is a page authority of 1, and that's obviously inaccurate, or it wouldn't be ranking above other results with page authority of 48. So that's why later on we're actually going to go a little deeper into the results. So you can see this is a pretty competitive keyword. Almost all of the top 10 have at least some page authority, and some, like Consumer Reports, has a page authority of 80 and a page authority of 47 from Amazon, and a page authority of 48 from Consumer Search. So this is not an easy keyword to go after. Now, adding to the difficulty of this keyword, we also have domain authority metric, which is something to pay attention to because, for example, a site like Tire Rack, which has a lot of, domain authority of 75, it can rank number 1 based on the fact that it has this huge domain authority, even if the page authority isn't that high. It's obviously more than 1, but it's not that high, or it would be showing up within Moz. So, you also want to look at domain authority, and in that respect too, this is a tough keyword. So this is domain authority of 75, 80, 100, 94, 66, 56. So, this is a quick way to see, is this a keyword I could really go after? This would be a tough one to target. Now, you also want to evaluate some on-page metrics for each of these sites, and that's what we're going to do next. If you wanted some, a second opinion, so to speak, on how competitive the keyword is, you can install the SEO Quake SERP overlay and get some different data that Moz doesn't show you. For example, instead of page authority, it shows you the Google page rank of that page. In this case, it's 2, 4, 5, etc. And obviously, the more high page rank pages on that page, the more competitive that keyword is. Now, it's not, obviously page rank doesn't always correlate to a top result, but in general, if you're competing against a bunch of sites or a bunch of pages that had page ranks of 0, NA, 1, it's going to be a lot easier to beat than if the whole front page is filled with pages with page ranks 8 and 9. So the next thing I want to do is take a look at the on page of some of the top results. And in this case, we have the number 1 result from TireRack.com, which is best SUV tires. So let's just take a look at the page and see what's going on page wise. Now it's kind of hard to tell just by looking because, how can you tell how optimized this is? So SE Quake has a great feature called diagnosis and another one called density. So first we're just going to diagnose the page and see how strong it is on page. So click on the diagnosis button here, and this will show you the URL. Now what you want to look for in the URL is to see whether the keyword appears in the URL, and in this case it does. It has some funky characters between it, but it shows the keyword best SUV tire. So that means this is going to be a bit more competitive because it's obviously optimized for that keyword. More importantly actually is the title. So the title tag is the most important on-page SEO element, and in this case this page is optimized for that keyword and it contains it in the beginning. So if you see a lot of pages like this where they seem to be highly optimized, that's another reason that you may want to go with a different keyword. Now, another way to evaluate how well optimized the page is to click on the density button and see the keyword density of the page. Now, keyword density isn't the end-all be-all on-page SEO, of course, but it is a good way to determine whether or not that person is actively optimizing that page. So in this case, we're looking for the keyword best SUV tires. So under bookmarks, you want to click on 3-word keywords table, and that shows you the keyword density of that particular, of all the 3-word keywords. So shop by vehicle, related search is best. So so far I don't see it, so let's just search for it, Control F, and then put best SUV tires. In this case, it only seems to show up once in the content. So that's a strike against this page and means that you may be able to optimize better. And as you can see on the page, this isn't a very great landing page for a user, right? This doesn't give them any information about what would determine the best SUV tires. It doesn't even tell them what the best SUV tires are. So there's also some opportunities there to create a better piece of content that actually answers the user questions. So that's really all there is to competition analysis. In the next video, I'm going to show you some tools that streamline this process, but you're basically doing the same thing. You're looking at the page level competition of the top 10, the domain level competition of the top 10, and then you're looking at the on-page SEO metrics to see how well they're optimizing for that keyword. So if you see a SERP that happens to have a lot of page authority, a lot of domain authority, and they're actively targeting those keywords with solid on-page SEO, that may not be the best keyword. On the other hand, if you see a lot of low page authority, low page rank results that don't seem to be specifically targeting that keyword very well, that's a keyword you may want to go after. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.